Look at that. Look at all that nice detail. All that fine hatching work on this great white shark. You got another shot over here. Good stuff. This is Junji Ito's Gyo. I don't know if it's pronounced Gaio or Gyo or just some otherworldly pronunciation. Nyo. It's probably pronounced like that. Nyo. This book is a trip. I would right off the bat, I would say it's a recommend, just for sheer grotesquerie and shock factor. It's definitely a conversation piece, something you can pull out when the guys. You got a guy over fixing your sink. You don't really have friends, but you got maybe the plumber's over fixing the sink, and you just pull this book out and you say, "Hey, look at this," and he says, "Wow, what the? That shark's on land? What the?" It's that type of book. Look at this really nicely rendered great white shark here. You can just, I don't know, you'd pull that out of a textbook. I would recommend this one over Uzumaki. When you hear Junji Ito, I think most people immediately go to Uzumaki. I think that's his most, I don't know, I guess his most mainstream, most heard of book, but this one I think is more accessible right off the bat. It is about a bunch of deep sea parasites that latch onto sea creatures, and the sea creatures swarm the humble island of Japan, and they just attack people, and then they cling to people later, and they have some sort of fart powers, okay? These undersea parasites have some sort of basically farting mechanism, like it turns their host into just like balls of gas. And I don't know, it's a real trip. I think it moves along at a quicker pace than Uzumaki. Uzumaki sort of goes off the rails in the last third, and this sort of does that. That sort of has a similar problem where, look at that. That's just a guy going wild. That's a guy just having fun. This to me sort of had the same issue where the concept is really solid and really evocative, and then there's sort of a point where it's sort of like over explained, or it goes into sort of convoluted territory, like the sort of origin of these deep sea parasites, and in my opinion didn't really need any explanation, but when it goes into sort of the explanation of these creatures, it sort of gets in the weeds for my taste. There's a whole like sort of what would you call it, interlude side story where there's like a circus. Again, maybe that's I said this in a previous when I was talking about Uzumaki. Maybe this is just the nature of serialized manga, where it's sort of encourages sort of more a looser plot, encourages sort of lots of, what's the word I'm thinking, vignettes, maybe like the just the nature of serialized manga. If this was serial, I just assume this was serialized beforehand, but it maybe just encourages more of a vignette style. And but again, overall, like, I find it more compact and more just better paced than Uzumaki. I think you also got some short stories in the back here. Gosh, what else do I? Again, just the book of sheer grotesquerie. Like, I have a high tolerance probably for, like, I don't know, whatever, gross out stuff or like edginess. This was pretty edgy, I think. Just like authentically like grotesque and edgy when like the sea creatures are turning corpses into like fart monsters, like disgusting fart I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, that's, I don't know. Look at them. What is that? You got a person like looking like a Thanksgiving turkey, like attached to this thing with like the fart tubes in their mouth and then in their butt. I think that was part of like mostly what grossed me out is like there's got tubes in their butts. You know, most stuff doesn't go there. Most stuff doesn't go to like turning into a mechanized. There, look at that, powered by its farts. Most people don't go to this level of grotesquerie for good reason. But the art is very, again, nicely detailed, really intricate. You know, it sort of melds the high ability with just like that's disgusting. Look at that. That's filthy. That's filthy and disgusting. You got this guy's I don't know, pretty proficient artistic ability in service of just fart monsters. Anyway, I think I like the beginning more. To be honest, I like when I didn't know what was going on. Like, oh my god, there's a shark on land. Like, I liked the wondering of what was going on. I liked the imagery better. I liked the there's squids walking on. He's got his guy's arm. Anyway, look at that. That's gross. Wow. Damn. I don't know. I guess that's about it. I don't really have a lot to say about this, except, again, it's something you can just sort of take down off the shelf and flip through the art and, wave the mailman inside. The mailman comes to drop off your whatever bizarre anime fetish catalog, like your body pillow catalog, and you wave the mailman in and you say, look at that crazy squid with the freaky legs. Anyway, that's about it. Goodbye.